Hey, guess what, everybody? I only sort of remember what we're doing, except we got Pirate Land in here somewhere. Do I have any, like, slightly more interesting ships? Probably not, but maybe this one is good? I don't know. Oh, it looks like we've got... I almost said it looks like we've got ads, but I mean that in the sense of, like... That's not the term I'm looking for. The term I'm looking for is options. We don't have advertisements right now, unless you do, because I don't have those at, like, scheduled times. I do need to remember to just make a donut out of guns, basically, is apparently the ideal ship for this game, because the enemies will just try to target the middle of your mass, as opposed to your center of mass, which is slightly different. Anyway, I hope you guys like Star Fox because, well, I made reference to that last time, I think, so never mind. But it's that type of game. I mean, yes, it's like any shmup is similar, but I think it's the 3D into the screen sort of nature that makes me think specifically of Star Fox. Because otherwise, if I think of shmups, I'll think of, like, the side-scrolling. Yes, any schmuck can stream this game and probably do better than I can, but wait. Yeah, because, like, the main into the screen of this type of game that I've played in the past is Star Fox 64. I played that an amount when I was a kid, and yet I haven't played it on stream because I'm really not good at it anymore. I don't think I was good at it as a kid either, so it's not like, oh, I've gotten worse. Well, I may have gotten worse, I just certainly haven't gotten better. Anyway, but if I think of just, like, any sort of spaceship shooter, I'll think of some sort of side-scrolling thing. Like, I'll think of... And some of you are probably thinking about what I'm thinking of right now, but I'm here to tell you that no, I would think more of stuff like, you know, old Amiga things like Menace and Blood Money, or, Ikaruga. That's right. That was even the first one I was thinking of, and then I forgot the name, like an absolute buffoon. Yeah, the field is, like, turning. Yeah, hey, I remember playing Ikaruga on the GameCube. However, I think nowadays most people probably have played that through Steam, if they've played it at all. Which, hey, I'm glad for at least certain retro re-releases through Steam when it's not by, like, Pico or Limited Run or stuff. Wait, why the hell is Limited Run releasing games on Steam? That doesn't fit their ethos. Unless they can somehow limit the amount of copies of that they can sell too, but I digress. But yeah, as long as it's not like the ones that are by companies that suck. Again, Pico, Limited Run. I don't know, if Gearbox started releasing a bunch of those, I'd suddenly be like, fuck retro gaming. But yeah, so as much as I am quite glad for a lot of that retro stuff coming out on Steam, I don't know if it actually raises the size of the player base any, despite the fact that now you have this increased level of accessibility. And at least in theory, that stuff works a little bit better out of the box than it would, like, trying to set up Dolphin and all that stuff. Because as we've indicated, some people are simply not tech literate anymore, and unfortunately we do kind of have to account for that. But let's move into an actual world here in the realm of Kingdom Hearts. So this game came out in late 05 in Japan and early 06 in the States.
This place is
Kinda different.
I'm going to pause for a second before they go into the rest of this, because I want to point out that, like, yeah, this was an era, I think this was, like, literally only the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie existed at the time. And I know that there's a lot of things that we could probably say about, well, about Johnny Depp in particular. You know, that was a big thing in the news that was, like, massively more reported on than it should have been. Everybody's got all their opinions about that particular trial, but I actually want to avoid talking about stuff like that. I know this time I'm not looking to start fights about things that could be construed as political. But this time what I want to do is I want to say that the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie was fine, and they really didn't have to make any sequels because it tied itself up perfectly fine. And then the sequels made the problem, I suppose, really made there be a problem that after you had the second one, you ended up needing the third one in order to finish off the plot or whatever. It was one of them. I don't know offhand because I don't remember, like, the full voice cast of this game. Mostly I remember that they gave Billy Zane the big boot for compared to Kingdom Hearts 1. And Christopher Lee is that guy who was in the mask, who was pulling a very crappy accent in those early cutscenes. And they changed Aerith's voice actress, and oh yeah, and James Woods. So I guess it's like 4 people. From other games in the series, off the top of my head, all I can really tell you is about our friend Xehanort, who in a later Birth by Sleep specifically was voiced by Leonard Nimoy. And obviously Xehanort shows up in Kingdom Hearts 3 because he's the big villain. But by then, Leonard Nimoy kind of kicked the bucket by that point. Yeah, because Leonard Nimoy had hopped the twig by then. So in Kingdom Hearts 3, he was voiced by Rutger Hauer. And by the time they released DLC for Kingdom Hearts 3, because of course they had to have DLC for that game because it's the modern era of gaming, everything has DLC. Guess what? Rutger Hauer had hopped the twig too! So they had to get a third voice actor for him, and I don't know who the fuck it is offhand, so don't ask me. Also, his Japanese voice actor as well had, by that point, kicked the bucket, so... was it Chikao Otsuka? I forget. You know, Professor Oak. Fuck, I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, I suppose it is kind of like entertaining how it works out.
something's up.
Organization 13?
Anyway, the reason why
One way to find out.
the gang thinks this world is different is because, oh yeah, we'll have to get up a little closer to actually see, but you can kind of tell there's a little bit different of an art style going on here. Things are looking a little glum, chum. And that, as I'm sure you've been able to ascertain at this point, and yes, I did pronounce the C in that word, is because Pirates of the Caribbean is not an animated film, it's live action. But yes, you are absolutely correct. Live action movies, wild choice. With the art style of Kingdom Hearts 4 being so much more, I don't want to say realistic for a Kingdom Hearts game because, like, duh, but also with it being so much more high detail and trying to look realistic, there's this sick part of me that's like, oh god, what if they replace all the Disney worlds with worlds from those shitty live action remakes they've been doing for the past 10 years because they have no ideas anymore.
Aztec treasure, eh?
I've heard that Lilo and Stitch
Thanks
one
to
in
the
particular
curse
is
put on it,
really
We
awful.
are neither among the living nor the dead.
Really? 'Cause you look like regular pirates to me.
But in the moonlight,
But yes, as you can see, there's something quite funny about how this looks, just as a consequence of like,
Whoa, now I get what you were saying.
I'm impressed at how like unflappable Pete is at a moment like this. Just
Brat holding a keyblade, steer clear. They got a kind of magic that don't belong in this world.
just
see?
like, oh,
And
they're
nobody knows
they're
what
the
it'll do to
undeads.
ya.
I can see their
Especially when the
exposed
moon's showing what you really
skeletons.
a match for Barbosa, you say?
Hey!
Also, they're in a completely
Here,
different art
I
style.
would. Those are the
WTF,
punks I was
mates?
telling you about.
Who are you calling punks? It's Sora, Donald, and Goofy to you, and don't you forget it.
Oh, they don't like punk music.
And we'll engrave it on your tombstone, to be sure.
Whoa, I like your style.
Man, half of you stay here and indulge these cullies. The rest, bring me that medallion.
Also, again, it's very interesting to think about. So,
Oh, we only get to stomp on a few of you?
yeah, you can see it a little bit there because they've got the dude's models there that, contrary to what you'd be expecting out of Pirates of the Caribbean, these guys are carrying crossbows as opposed to like full-on guns because, unsurprisingly, or perhaps surprisingly if you've seen large swaths of Disney films, somebody was like, oh yeah, thing for children, at least is being released in America, don't show them something with guns. So they added little crossbow arms on these guys' long guns, and now they just kind of, well, they look a little silly, but I digress. So that's a choice. I mean, I suppose that's a choice is just a sentiment that describes
Can't beat them.
a lot of things about the Kingdom Hearts franchise as it stands.
You best be saying your prayers. Hey, watch out, they could see you. Stay away from their magic. What for? Weren't you listening to me before?
Hey, Pete, thanks for the tip.
Also, I guess to in order to complete the circle a little bit on this one, as regards censoring this game for Western audiences, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I think that's kind of what it is. It's certainly, it qualifies more than a lot of the horse shit that people will call censorship nowadays. But yeah, also, so in the Japanese version, Xigbar, when we finally fight him, he's got two guns that have like these sort of like feather things sticking out of him for his bullets. It kind of makes me think of like the Halo Needler, but in reverse. But he combines them into a sniper rifle for like his big ultimate attack, and he gets a crosshair on the screen that you have to dodge. They changed the shape of the crosshair in North America, and he does not combine his guns. He just does more revolver ocelot stuff before he starts taking pot shots at you. So that's a choice. And yes, I agree. The don't show guns to kids in the US thing is like rather silly. But I suppose that a lot of these media companies want to try to maintain this sort of visage is not the word that I'm looking for here, of like what kind of, you know, they want to maintain an air of not being unfriendly or something. Words are failing me right now, but thank you for the subscription for your 11th month in a row of a grand total of 12 months, apparently. And yeah, Tev, I believe the game you're thinking of is Night Trap, specifically, which I've seen some footage of. It was rather goofy, but yeah, very early FMV game with controls to it. and it made the censors go absolutely apeshit ballistic back in the day. Like,
where are you taking me?
Joe
Let me
Lieberman
go!
in particular, and you know, Joe Lieberman is like a court jester, but without any of the actual ability to have anything to say.
We'll deal with them. Go.
But I
Get going.
digress. Joe Lieberman made one of his very first cases about video games getting too spicy for children almost entirely around Night Trap, and yeah, didn't even play it. Like, just read a very incorrect summary of what it was about, thus starting a proud tradition that was later carried on by dudes like Jack Thompson and really anybody who ever reported on video games for Fox News.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was indeed just kind of pathetic, quite frankly. Yeah, see, Sora's a little bit muddled nowadays looking at live action people, and it's like, oh, he thinks I'm skilled, but he looks like he's actually kind of hardcore. Wait. Alright, so now we get was Orlando Bloom, right? Yes. Anyway. Oh, is he not coming? Right, because obviously it's Captain Jack that we get as our bonus party member, right? Because obviously that's the guy that everybody remembers. And it's not as if I don't understand, so...
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
In fact, there is some weird part of me that kind of is like surprised that I can't think of any particularly strong instance of any of the usual moral panic people looking at this series and being like, oh, Disney is trying to teach our kids violence, even though you look at like any of the Disney movies, even the ones for kids, and it's like, hey, there is quite often some stuff that goes on in some of these that's quite not great. You know, it's not bloody or anything, but the no guns in a game for kids is a little bit of a funny one too to me, because I think about the fact that, hey, we played Kingdom Hearts 1 on this channel absolute donkeys years ago, but that had a world for Tarzan where, yeah, the bad guy also had a gun, and you know, surely it should be
We're too late.
less of a problem if it's the bad guys with the, but I digress.
Sailed.
And yeah, the Lion
I'll
King,
never be
that
able to
one,
Find her.
Then she's long gone. The Black Pearl is nigh uncatchable.
I seem to recall some parts of the Lion King like kind of scaring the crap out of me when I was a kid, but obviously that was a very long time ago, so
What are you doing
I don't
about the
completely
interceptor?
remember.
She's off limits to civilians.
Ah, fortunate that I'm going to commandeer her then. Should make a fine pirate ship.
A pirate?
See, Sora thinks pirates are cool. He's...
Captain Jack Sparrow, if you please.
Take me with you. Help me hunt down the Black Pearl and save Miss Swan. I got you out of that jail cell, Sparrow. Do this, and your debt's repaid.
You'll have to win fair lady's heart alone, mate. I see no profit in it for me.
Come on, Captain.
Are you sure
We can
you
shove him in a
sail her
barrel.
all on your own?
Come on, we got plenty of barrels.
You've a point there.
And sailing a pirate ship does seem to be a bit of work, so...
Thanks, Sparrow.
Captain Sparrow.
I'm Sora. This is Donald and Goofy.
I'm Will Turner.
That will be short for William, I imagine. No doubt name for your father, eh?
Yes.
Not Willard, right?
And
Oh.
Mr. Turner, you get us ready to make way. I have some effects to liberate.
Aye, aye. But hurry.
Naturally.
You
He needs his
really wanna
hat.
be a pirate?
Of course not.
Donald
What do you
knows
make
he's
of
full of
this,
shit.
Will?
I don't know. We just met him.
I think my luck's about to change.
You know, I've seen worse mouth movements for things intending to be realistic. We're keeping Donald in the party now because we have a new drive form, so why not have that tested out a little bit? All right, sir, do you know where we're supposed to go? Or just head off? Okay, double check, because my way around places, not so good. Not very good at all. I think we're ready to go.
You can
Yeah,
release me.
that's also true.
You have your trinket. I'm of no further value to you.
This is no trinket, Missy. This is cursed Aztec gold. One of 882 identical pieces they delivered in a stone chest to Cortez himself.
I hardly believe in ghost stories anymore, Captain Barbosa.
That's exactly what
You
I
fool.
thought.
Oh.
Buried on an island dead,
What
but
if he
half
just
devout,
eats
except for
big
those
silver
who know where
turkeys
it
because he's
is.
like, I'm a zombie.
We did. There be the
My
chest.
teeth will be
Inside
fine.
be the gold, and we took 'em all. We spent 'em and traded 'em and fritted 'em away on drink and food and pleasurable company. The more we gave 'em away, the more we came to realize the drink would not satisfy, and food turned to
It's like gold,
ash in our
kinda.
mouths.
Yeah, I
We
mean,
are cursed men, Miss Turner. Compelled by greed we were, but now we are consumed
his
by
hat is
How very sad for you.
so
There is one way
yeah, I was gonna say I haven't seen Pirates 1 in a very long time, but yeah, no, the feather is too not jiggle boned, basically. Because keep in mind that these so-called remasters of a lot of these PS2 era Squaresoft games are more like just sort of up-reses that are basically, well, you can play them on things that are HDMI out.
You've been safe in your bed, reading your pirate
But-
stories, dreaming of adventures in the high seas.
Yeah, if you look at this,
Worse than death itself.
you definitely are kind of thinking that, like, hey, yeah, these models are, well, they're PS2 grade, more or less. Maybe slightly higher poly counts,
We'll be free to roam the seas
but
of
not
men.
necessarily so much in the
No
places that
longer
matter.
will we be ghosts.
And the blood that's to be repaid?
At least it's not like
Why, there's no
AI
sense to be
upscale
given.
kind of things, especially not in the sort of way like those GTA remasters. Oosh. But yeah, no, this part of the movie, to be fair, is also kind of the
You see,
driest.
moonlight shows us for what we really are. We're not among
Like,
the living.
I don't know,
So we cannot
Captain
die,
Barbosa talks to
Neither are we dead.
what's her name for like
Suffered too long.
20 minutes or whatever about how, oh yeah, we stole these cool coins from South America and that was really stupid. Yes, Elizabeth, pardon me. Yeah.
You're in one.
Not to be confused with Elizabeth from Gintama. And yeah, and then he does this and like the wine pours over his skeleton and it looks like his bones are covered in blood. Obviously, I cannot remember the actors' names off the top of my head because I'm stupid. But regardless. Oh, hey, we got a Moogle. That'll do for a nice break in the monotony of me not knowing what the hell is going on. I mean, I vaguely do, but also, I don't know, it's probably funnier to me to be bad at this. Nothing. Oh yeah, a bunch of healing items that don't need yet. So interestingly, we can buy the next stage of gear for our two chuckleheads here, but we can't buy the middle one? Huh. Well, I mean, it's not a huge deal, although I'm definitely spending my money a little too much here. Excuse. Go back on deck. This... Or do I gotta talk to one of them to push things forward? Alright, let's go do some things here. Well, you know what? Okay, yeah, so our shooting does deal magic damage. I was not completely sure. Ultimately, though, this is a horrendously inefficient way to damage these dudes. Don't do that. Use actual magic. Actually, where'd that air pirate Heartless go? Because I saw that guy up there. God, my desk is a mess. That grammar didn't seem correct, but eh. And there's Blue Sora. You know, those Aztecs, right? Blood and human sacrifice, you know, all that they gotta do for Xipe Totec, which, you know, they wouldn't have known that name, but... I mean, I'm pretty sure that the amount of human sacrifice in Aztec culture, or really any Mesoamerican cultures, is massively, massively overstated, but... who's surprised there, right? And also something genre fiction, whatever. Yeah, what are we supposed to do, buddy? Oh, yeah, I mean, fair enough. That's what you say now. Although, I mean, hey, yeah, keeping the ship safe would be pretty important, actually. You know, what if we get ambushed? Yeah, they're only vulnerable to the Keyblade and duck power. And occasionally Goofy's weird shields. Oh, are they looking down at us and just gonna go point and laugh and go do something? Oh. No, no, of course not. It's a Disney franchise. Who am I kidding? They gotta save that so that way they can announce their first gay character 7 times in a row.
Save for this. And now, the blood will be repaid to free us from this curse forever.
How much blood? Eesh. How much blood do you need to negate a genre fiction Aztec curse? I haven't even... Oh, no. Yeah, we got the... Well, we got the air pirates again, but we've also got the Mad Mallets coming back from Super Mario RPG here. Yeah, no, I actually remember it being pretty okay. I've said before I haven't seen a lot of movies, but I have seen the first... Oh god, the first 3 films in this series? And this one was actually pretty alright. But obviously I'm gonna give anything Disney a hard time, right?
We'll hold them off. Give us a sign when the ship's ready to sail.
Right. We'll light the signal fire.
Just be careful you don't set the boat. Uh-oh. Defend yourself for 1 minute. Well, hey, alright.
Light.
That's right. I gotta remember that the reason why my instinct is to keep pressing square is because that's where my healing button is. And because I'm not good at action games, my instinct is immediately like, yeah, hey, you gotta press that a lot. But also, can I just say one more time that... Okay, yeah, get him back into the zone. That one more time, the mechanics behind how much you're allowed to heal in these games, I think the fact that it drains your entire MP gauge instead of being like a time-based cooldown or something. I think that's a load of ass, quite frankly. But I've said that before, so... If you're like, that sounds like a familiar thing... Well, there you go. It's because I've said it before.
The blood will be repaid to free us from this curse forever.
No, not yet. We wait for the opportune moment.
When it's of greatest profit to you?
May I ask you something? Have I ever given you reason not to trust me? Stay here and try not to do anything stupid.
He's gonna go distract him with pictures of their... I don't know where I'm going with this, but... With fan art. Yeah, there you go.
By blood. By blood. Undone.
So, what I find interesting about this is that they don't explain, unless I literally talked over it during the dinner scene, which I probably did, that they don't explain why the pirates need...
Mate, your father, Was your father William Turner?
what supposedly is Miss Swan's blood. So for a brief second, it almost seems like, oh yeah, she's responsible for this, which would probably be a more interesting movie. But
Why isn't it working? You need more blood.
Get on with it!
Idiots.
get on with nice.
You there?
They just and she just bullshit them for no good.
After them, you ingrates.
Well, no good reason, air quotes. I assumed that she was afraid of getting killed, but, you know. I mean, yeah, Will, I don't think fairy tale pirates are to be trusted either, but... I don't suppose I know either. Yeah, dude, have you considered not, like... going there with your clogs on? Oh, hey, there's a whole other area over there that we can't get to, this, like, ship graveyard looking zone, but... Oh... Wow, I done screwed up. I need to move that to a different button, I think. Because my instinct really is just to press square in general, even though obviously that's not been the case for this entire video game series, but I don't know what I thought that was, but I don't know if I could tell that it was burning. Anyway, yeah, even though obviously for this whole franchise it's been like, hey, press X to attack, my brain just goes, hey, press square, because I think of various other action games that I've played on PlayStation controls. And my tiny little walnut brain is like, hey, do this instead.
Is it true? You gave Barbossa my name instead of yours. Why choose my name?
I don't know.
Elizabeth.
It's the only one she could think
Where
of at
did
the
you get
time.
that?
It's yours. From that day we found you, drifting at sea.
After all this time, I thought I lost it. It was a gift from my father. He sent it to me.
I'm sorry.
Why did you take it?
Because I was afraid that you were a pirate. That would have been awful.
Yeah, that wouldn't have changed anything.
Don't you see? It wasn't your blood they needed. It was my father's blood. My blood. The blood of a pirate.
How the blazes did you get off that island, Jack?
When you sailed away in my ship and marooned me on that godforsaken spit of land with naught but a pistol and a single shot, you forgot one very important thing, mate. I'm Captain Jack Sparrow.
I'm gonna assume that he, like, rigged things up and fired the guns that way it launched.
Then what say you to putting the past behind
Like, he
us,
just sort of
untying
rocket
these
rode
ropes,
himself out of
and
there,
then
but instead of a rocket, it was a
turn
single
of your
pistol.
battalion, eh? What say you to that?
And you might be thinking that's real stupid, but also,
Now, Jack.
I mean,
Letting go doesn't
it
seem
fits.
to fall within my interest.
Odd. I'm not actually concerned with your interest. Give me back the pearl.
Arr.
Now he wants his down
All
payment.
right.
Well,
Lock him in the brig.
We're coming up on the interceptor. What do we do, Captain?
What do you think, you idiot?
point and laugh at them because we won't be able to beat them back to town.
Will, look!
when Pirates of the Caribbean was... Oh, yes, back in 2005,
He'd run for it.
2006. Hello. Oh, yeah.
Will!
Releasing sea turtles rope he made from... Oh, my God. I hate the fact that you're not joking, because I did realize, oh, shit, you're right, now that you said that. It is Pirates of the Caribbean. It is deeply ridiculous. I could make up pretty much anything, and it would probably not be as goofy as that. Oh, wait. Oh, this game series is, it's one I have an interesting relationship with, I will say. Which is to say that I say a lot of things about it that are probably a little bit mean, like I make fun of it quite a bit, but under no circumstances would I truly say that I dislike it. It's... Plus, I still think the games are usually fun. At least this one's been pretty fun. I still think I have a much stronger affection for Kingdom Hearts 1, but I am at least appreciating that this feels mostly smoother, I say, as I run into a railing and just look like an absolute goofus doing it. Oh goodness, that's one that I have not played. Dream Drop Distance is it's the one with the world ends with you characters in it, and that's the main thing that I can remember off the top of my head. Oh, I'm out of mana. Well, crud. I know what'll fix that problem. Is me being horribly awkward with my controls. Don't press square when you don't need to, you fool. Say, how fast can I shoot? Well, it helps if I don't get knocked around as much. Yeah, I'm trying to remember if I can remember anything else off the top of my head about 3D.
We beat the pirates.
Well, did you know?
Is that the...
Jack.
I was gonna say, that one I think I recall,
No,
like...
I'll be having back
There was a
that
bit
battalion.
with Zigbar saying that he was half Xehanort,
Unless
and
it's more
people thought that was
important than
ridiculous,
their
which,
lives.
by the standards of Kingdom Hearts, not really.
free.
But...
Go ahead, boy, shoot. We can't die.
You can't.
Ah, right.
My name is Will Turner.
Hey, doesn't
My
he point the
father
gun
was
at himself in the
Bill
movie?
Turner.
Oh, yeah. And then
His
they
blood runs in my
But-
veins.
I disregard that
On my
part
word,
of
do as I
things.
say,
Birth by
or
Sleep,
I'll
of
pull
course, is the
trigger
one
and
where
be
you
lost
play
in Davy Jones' locker.
as
Name your terms.
Aqua and the other two.
Mr. Turner.
Release Elizabeth.
And
Sora,
Leonard
and
Nimoy
Donald,
is
and Goofy
Xehanort.
too.
Anything else?
Leave.
Very backstory based.
Agreed. Leave we shall. But the heartless stay.
That's entirely fair.
No fair.
Oh, hey, they successfully snuck attack us a little bit. Oh, how are our boys gonna get out of this one? How carefully can you burn a rope, Donald? As he just sneaks a dagger out through. Hey, he's, as always, quite talented with his hands, right? That dexterity probably being the key. You want to be a pirate, you've got to be quite dexterous, I would assume. Especially for the kind of goofy shit this man pulls off. Anyway, let's go and get into some more fights. Get rid of the burning barrels. Okay, good. At least they're... Okay, it's an action command thing instead of just smacking the regular way. I gotcha. Instead of more regular timer like we've seen, I do not need to be fighting those dudes right now. Let me just... Oh, they really need me to clear the area out, I guess, because otherwise I am getting interrupted pretty severely. Alright. The cannons are kind of the guys that are causing problems. It seems a little tough to outrun their targeting reticles. Right, so if you guys want to take care of those... Actually, we got away with it anyway. It's fine. Somehow. Hooray!
That's the second time I've had to watch that man sail away with my ship, but I'll be having it back soon enough.
I was getting a little nervous on that last one, I'm not gonna lie, because I was getting knocked out of the combo quite a bit. Well, somebody's got to watch this boat. Oh, it's amazing how easy that worked. Okay, we've got another one of these things. I forgot what they're called offhand, but they are the things that let you fight some more super bosses, because again, we're in Final Mix territory. They've added a couple since the original. This will let us fight Larxene, who... We haven't played Chain of Memories on this channel, and I will probably get to it eventually, but for that purpose, I want to actually hook up my GameCube and the thing, so... Because I seem to recall the GBA original being a little better than Recom. But, admittedly, it has been forever, so... You know, every time I say that, you may want to take it with a grain of salt. Oh, get into the... There we go. Good enough. Yeah, so... In case I happen to have any membership of the audience who's like, what the hell is a Kingdom Hearts? Larxene was the only girl member of the Organization 13 in any of its incarnations, as far as I know, and she showed up in Chain of Memories as your second boss, but was also the first to die, I believe? I believe she basically died after you fought her. With any asterisks necessary to describe death and the like being complicated things in the Kingdom Hearts universe, but... You know, I think that she bit the big one before, before Vexen got murdered. Alright, get... Sir, can you stay in that little territory there? Or at least let me attack this thing? Oh wow, are these just out here in the open for me? I'm shocked, actually. I can just have these two puzzle pieces with zero effort. That seems a little out of character for this situation. The one that we saw in the underworld before of those, well, gee, I guess so. The one that we saw in the underworld back when we were first exposed to those newly added super boss points that, again, I wish I could remember the exact term offhand. I could probably go look it up, but, or maybe it even says if I try to examine that one. But the one in the underworld had a book on it, so that is where we can fight Zexion, where we can fight the nerd of the group. And you would think that him being the nerd of the group, he'd be like my favorite, because that's usually the characters that I like the most, but I don't have much opinion on him whatsoever, really. So, I mean, I think I've already kind of made clear that out of the dudes in this game, I do enjoy Xigbar quite a bit. Oh, I'm sure that all of the bosses that are like anything that you do not in the campaign or that is not required, period, is pretty rough, because that's certainly my recollection of, well, the entire Kingdom Hearts franchise. I mean, I did beat everything in Kingdom Hearts 1, so at least I was able to do that, but Kingdom Hearts 2, I know for a fact that some stuff is a lot more challenging. Favorite overall? Oh, that's kind of tough, because so I remember liking Vexen quite a bit, but in sort of the way of like, oh, he seems like he's awful, I enjoy it when he gets hurt kind of way, but Xigbar, I think, might be actually genuinely my favorite. Don't take my word for that. Because
the Aztec treasure has been returned.
It has been
And now the blood will be repaid to free us from this curse.
Has been a little while
forever.
since I've played most of these games.
Ahoy! Treasure, mateys!
Not possible.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
Sora!
Goofy too. So you want to play pirate? Best save the play acting for the nursery. After them!
No more play acting now.
Thank you, Sora.
Oh, where's Jack?
He's just having a...
Jack! Get him!
Huh?
Hey, don't distract him,
Jack!
You're a
Sora.
fool, Jack Sparrow.
Dang it. Oop. Oh, he touched the coins too. Yeah, see?
Jack.
Show yourself, Pete! The tide has changed!
See? I told you you'd be needing old Pete.
Oh, it's got 4 limbs. I was like, has it only got the 2?
Once again, Jack.
Barbossa and this dude. I forgot the name of this thing. Where are you, buddy? I did not mean to do what I just did, which I think was I may have wasted a healing item because I didn't let go of L1 fast enough. Whoops. Oh, no, you poor dog. I hope nothing's wrong. Well. Alright, so I was gonna say, are we back to not damaging? No. Okay, yeah, so it's only in the lit areas, right? That's actually normal. Never mind. Wait. Okay, no, because he was summoning summoning another lantern. Oh, I see. Aww. Oh, of course.
In need of a pirate, eh?
This is it.
Yeah, so we weren't quite able to two-cycle, but that's fine. This isn't that bad of a boss fight. And there we go. Like I said, not that bad.
This ain't over.
Right. Care to surrender, Barbossa?
They'll just keep going as long as...
Enough of this, then. What say you we call it a draw?
Jack, how many times do I have to tell you?
Laugh while you can, Barbossa.
I feel cold.
And that's it for him, I guess. Until it's not.
What now, Jack?
Whatever I want, now that the pearl is mine again.
That she is. Thank you, Jack.
I didn't want you hitting me again, mate.
Hey, Jack. Good luck.
And remember to be good.
I'm off.
Will!
As Goofy's got nothing to say on the matter because he knows that Captain Jack is going to get up to some trouble again.
Good for them.
Uh-huh. Hey, Sora, how come your face is all red?
What? It is not red.
It's actually not.
You're thinking about.
You know, they didn't include this one part of the movie that I remember finding very amusing at the time, which is that there's a bit where Jack Sparrow and Barbossa are both on the ship, and it's in the middle of a duel, and at least I think it was, and Barbossa calls out to Jack, but explains later that they named the monkey Jack also. So I don't know, I thought that was amusing. But again, when did I see that movie? Like, I was probably 12 or something at most.
You know, for a minute there, I was afraid we were gonna lose Donald to the curse of the treasure.
Yup, me too.
What?
Oh, come on, that's Donald, not Scrooge, jeez. As we get ourselves a new Keyblade, we can check out the stats on that in a second. I would be surprised if there wasn't a Star Wars world in a future Kingdom Hearts product. Because, I mean... But then, of course, that the more that you have that going on, the more that really does open up to what are the upper boundaries of what kind of Disney stuff you can get into any of these games, because Disney owns, like... Disney owns a lot of things, to put it simply. Whatever I said before, actually, we're just going to look into that after we get to the next world. I didn't know that Sith Jar Jar was even a thing in any of the... But also, admittedly, my keeping up with Star Wars lore has kind of been... not amazing. I'm not much of a film person, as I've said before. Even with the small handful that I've expressed some knowledge for. Press the circle button to
Let's go.
do a barrel roll, huh? Okay, I see what you're handing me here, game. Kind of. I get you. It's so bizarre to, like, have to think very much about what is going on in terms of anything with Fortnite, because it's like, well, shit, I didn't think Fortnite had lore to begin with, but now it's also doing all these crossovers with absolutely everything, which is kind of, well, I suppose it was going to happen anyway, considering Fortnite is so excessively valuable of a franchise. Well, franchise, singular game, really. Because, yeah, people do spend large amounts of money on that and have a lot of fun with it. I've personally never played Fortnite. The Battle Royale concept has never really hooked me as just a thing in general. So, yeah, there's quite a lot of stuff out there. I seem to recall there was a Godzilla one, there's like a Dragon Ball Z one, and that's like all I can think of off the top of my head. Oh, what? Oh, shit, that... You are correct about that. I was like, what? And then I realized, oh, yes! I actually had heard somebody mention that, and that's like... Now, I feel that any sort of real-life person is kind of like fever dream thing. Oh, listen, I've heard worse from people, so, but it's fine. I forgot about like, it's kind of bizarre to me, like, hey, yeah, we did this crossover with a real-life person, but also I think about the fact that, like, Fortnite is a game that is, well, very all ages, but definitely I know that a lot of kids play it, right? And, yeah, I heard those last Sabrina Carpenter songs that got popular. Definitely what you would call a different target audience. Eminem too, I mean, for that matter. Oh boy. You don't know who... That's okay. Yeah, it's just kind of like, huh, that's really odd that you'd get something that, God, I didn't even realize Iago had, like, very humanoid-looking teeth under there.
Hey, maybe Riku's with them.
Yeah, I am the king.
Yeah, you guys are just hoping that about anyone you know, right?
Come on, Donald, you were thinking the same thing.
Hatsune Miku before Sabrina Carpenter. I am not entirely surprised about that, really. Oh.
Uh-oh, it's
Othello? Wait, no.
Wait, you got me all wrong!
You're not your own one.
No, I mean, it's not the old me. I turned over a new feather. I'm legit. No more scams. Promise.
Oh, what about teaming up with evil
You
guy?
So, let's go.
I was stuck inside that lamp with Jafar, remember? But I
Is this the thing about discounts
So,
and
free as a bird, huh?
Have fun.
Gorsh fillers, he looks pretty sad.
yes, the shared discount promotions? I did
put in a good word for me.
turn
We can do that, can't we?
that off already, but good catch.
Watch out!
Because, yeah, I mean, see, I think that ultimately, here's the thing that I would like to say about it, regardless of anyone's opinion on the overall matter of, like, oh yeah, should, because some people will be like, yeah, whatever, of course Twitch was gonna take that same percentage of cut, or yeah, whatever, you shouldn't expect any, but my opinion is, at bare minimum, hey, inform people of that better. Like, it should say in very big letters on whatever news post that it's attached to, which, by the way, I admit that I don't, like, follow any sort of specific news feed or anything for Twitch. Should they not just be emailing that shit out? You'd think they would, but here we are. All I ever get told about is new forms of hype train that they add. But they should be sending out a message to affiliates, etc. and just say, by the way, we added this, and also, yes, we did automatically opt you in. And here, if you would like to leave it, here's how to do it. I don't think that's an unfair thing to expect them to do from a business perspective, yeah? I mean, yeah, that's pretty much true. Why tell people that make you money anything? Yeah, you're on to me. Well, shit. I can't argue with that Logic? There's no weapons here. I should have bought them at Port Royal. I think we're basically okay on gear for now. We'll want to upgrade at some point, but I feel like I'm surviving so far. Let's take a look at what our other goodies we've got here are. We've got Mithril Shards for a very large amount of, and mostly even stuff we don't have yet. Well, to be fair, I'm pretty sure that Mithril is, like, restricted to treasure chests and stuff otherwise, so I, air quotes, get it. This Acrisius, this requires Frost Stones and Lightning Stones that we haven't encountered anything that drops those yet, so, Power Band. 5 Mithril Stones, 1 Power Stone, 1 Dark Stone. Oh, hey, we could buy the Dagger Ring. You can also buy the Mithril Ring, but I think we've been able to do that for a minute. See, I wish they would tell us... I wish there was a way to, like, view the stats of anything that we can synth from here, right? So I can just be like, oh, is there any reason to, like, get any of this stuff? Is any of this useful? Which I'm sure that it is, but also we're definitely in a situation right now where a lot of our mats are at a premium. Yeah, I suppose it pretty much is just like, hey, yeah, buy the guide, which, welcome to a lot of game design from for a certain period of time. Yeesh. But also, you'd think in this theoretically updated re-release... Oh no, we've been over the part before where these remix stuff were minimal changes. Oh well. It just gives me more things to complain about, which is funny or something. I assume there's a lot of stuff for me to pick up around here, because this is a nice big map, and I've seen multiple of these. Surely I can't just smash these stalls, right? I can't throw my Keyblade to, like, Ratchet and Clank? No. Don't be silly. Or at least not about that. Yeah, I'm not able really to give the most solid explanation as to a lot of that stuff. I mean, I don't recall early Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy having much indicator in the shops. But past that, I guess it does sort of give this weird feeling with RPGs, and especially a lot of the big ones, where it's like either stats are a vibe or the game is hard as, you know, something that's really, really hard. I forgot a good comparison there because I just did, alright? And to be fair, I think that is kind of where a lot of RPGs tend to land, is that there isn't necessarily a great middle ground of difficulty for a lot of them.
Jasmine!
Sora, Donald, Goofy.
I think about, you know, most of the RPGs I've played on here, I think that most of the time they've either been, like, really easy or very challenging. Like, FF9 was most of the time pretty easy, except when it was very, very hard, and a large part of that was from my own being a complete lunkhead who was trying to get through the game in the stupidest way possible. Because I didn't want to grind more than I already had.
hasn't been himself lately.
Huh? Is it because of the hotness?
I'm not sure.
He transformed into an entirely different person.
Cheerful Aladdin, but sometimes he just seems sad. He leaves the palace and goes off by himself all the time. I've asked him about it, but he says nothing's wrong. He's gone again today. What if he doesn't come back this time?
Hey, maybe he's got a secret girlfriend. I know. I'll go find out who she is.
Iago, don't be a complete jerk.
Catch him! And I'll warn the guards and everyone in the palace.
That's the thing. Iago's not...
Come on.
Nice move.
Maybe it's something you said.
Thanks, Goofy. Yeah, smooth move, X-Lax. You may have just, well,
Gee, maybe
I'd say you
we
may have
should
just
go
ruined
talk to
everything, but
Aladdin. He's gotta be
hey,
somewhere
it's
in
Brysolf rating with
Good idea. I wonder what he's
5
doing.
guys that I thought was 9 for a second, but that's because I can't read.
Stop thief!
How was the... I was gonna say hockey, but today you were playing Mario Golf, right?
Come
What?
back here!
One of the console ones, not the Game Boy Color one that I remember you playing
If you
eons
can't
ago.
control that furball, put a leash on him.
Look, I'm sorry. You should be ashamed of yourself, Abu.
He's got the
No hard feelings?
the Kuroto lamp there. Well,
Abu?
yes, you know, a monkey, a troublemaker.
Hey guys.
To be fair,
sorry
that's
about
kind
earlier.
of where
I was kinda in a hurry.
monkeys tend to end up in a non-zero amount of,
Keep
like,
his paws off that lamp.
world mythologies, is that they're just kind of troublemaking critters.
No talking your way out of this one.
Except that in this case, I'm pretty sure that Abu was trying to do something to very specifically get rid of that, What metal, like, turns black from being corroded? Bronze? Either way, he's trying to take away that lamp that is connected to Jafar in some way, because... yeah. No, don't worry, guys. He's just having a little bit of difficulty controlling his monkey. You think it's bronze? Yeah, that's what I would have guessed. And I mean, truth be told, I think it's probably just a safe guess because, yeah, making something like that out of bronze, I don't believe would be unusual. Anyway. Oh. What's up, Gilbert Gottfried? I cannot do that voice at all. I'm not even gonna try. Yeah, see? He looked inside of it and he saw the exact dimensions of the inside. Oh. Well, I don't know if that guy's going to be able to believe any of us, but maybe at least somewhat? We can all certainly hope. Oh, hey, here's our first time getting the little mage enemies. In the original Kingdom Hearts, you saw these guys, like, at the beginning of the game, basically. But they were just the basic elements. They were fire, ice, thunder, and healing. And in this game going forward, you start getting some slightly more unusual versions of those little fellas. I mean, that's also kind of true of Final Mix, but they were sort of like, I don't want to call them mini bosses, the ones that were in Final Mix, but they were very specifically there to help you get materials that were added to Final Mix. So they were a little different in general. Oh, whoops. Oh, hey, guy. Is that how we can get that one puzzle piece that was embedded in that one shop stall that we saw earlier? Is just have one of the new bandits burst out? Yeah, they're a fun design. You know, nice to see the classic Black Mage design get semi-reused. Because that's just a good character design in general. Like, there's a reason why they reused it for a character in FF9 and why somebody was like, hey, yeah, you've really got to put this character into Kingdom Hearts 2. Anyway, we should probably actually see about going to our destination. I'm sorry, I got sidetracked thinking about something else. Mostly I was thinking about where is the place where you get that puzzle piece from and can we get a dude to just hop out of it, but I'll be perfectly honest with you. I don't know offhand. Maybe we'll have to come back for it later. In fact, that's very probably what we will have to do because that's usually how it goes. Yeah, he just talks in angry noises. There he is, the Mage of Rage. That's not the way, surely. Look at the rest of this stuff. Can we get into one more fight real quick, game? It is the way, because it looks like the path that we haven't tried to take. No, it's not. I'm a fool and I've forgotten somewhere. Always defending himself again. Well, at least sometimes. There's got to be a map option that I've, like, forgotten about, right? Again, my sense of direction is just kind of awful when it comes to this game. Yeah, it's where we started. Oh, my goodness. I told you. What do you want out of it for it? Donald, don't say it that way. Ah, I see. This guy's up to his usual sleazebag stunts here. Oh, that seems like a bad idea. Here we are, Bazaar of Baghdad. Discard 3, draw 2. Wait. I kept that one up maybe longer than I needed. Whoa. Uh-oh. I don't believe I'm going to be able to jump at that puzzle piece up there. Outside of maybe swapping Goofy into the party and using Valor Form, that's probably better to just come back for that later. I'm going to take a guess that we can't even do it with that, so... What? Oh. I was gonna say, what spawned in? And it was another mage. There we go. Okay, yeah, so... really, getting those items is kind of a case of just manipulate the enemies into doing it for you a little bit. So I guess I have to just not go completely apeshit bananas in the starting zone to get that puzzle piece. This one looks a little more difficult. We'd have to pull something over there. Oh, hey, don't completely murder ball everybody. I'm trying to... Alright, come on, you guys. Get all that thing over here. Dang it. God dang it, Bobby. Yeah, fine, I'll just eliminate that dude and just hang out of here. Get out of here for now. Hang out of here. Save. Again, I know I just did, but hey, I'm going to take advantage of the large number of save points they give me, as long as they continue to give me a large number of save points. Ooh. Sounds pretty neat. What do you got? In terms of how much that actually gives us. We can... It gives us +4 AP. That's pretty solid. Yeah, no, I don't want to ever be caught in a situation where I have no save file. Or that I haven't saved. Oh, I forgot to look at that! Right. I meant to... But first... remove that new mark from the other things. So... this is a 3-1 as opposed to a 4-0. That's probably a little better than what we're using right now. Just by virtue of the fact that I should probably be paying a little more attention to my magic, especially with the fact that we're preserving Donald in the party, which means that we go into blue form a little more often. Wisdom form. Plus, having that treasure magnet ability will be kind of useful. You got anything to say to us? Bird, yeah. We're gonna have to maybe do some puzzle platforming stuff in here, huh? Oh, hey, look, it's this place again. I would never go into something that looks like this.
This is it.
I just want to put that out there. That would scare the shit out of me, and I'd just be like, no, I'm out, dude. You can keep the treasure. Mithril Shard, and go back into... Well, I guess it is technically back into. We've been in here before, although it looks different now. But that's video games for you. Oh. The little red kind of look explosive guys look to me a little bit like the rocks that you could pick up and spit in the later Spyro games, but with legs and a little thing sticking out of their head. Neat. We're getting plenty of those AP boosts, so if I ever feel like I need them, which to be fair, I haven't looked at a lot of my abilities for anybody in a while. Gosh, I'm gonna sneeze, hang on. I lied, apparently. Apparently I'm not gonna sneeze. Well, it'll be great when that sneaks up on me and I... Right. So what are we gonna look at? Aerial Spiral, Aerial Finish, Counter Guard. Well, we've seen before that I suck at guarding and all in general, so. Big whoops there. Increase damage dealt using reaction commands by 50%. That is... See, despite the fact that I clearly don't use a lot of reaction commands, that's going to be very important at various points, so I'm absolutely going to equip that. Okay, now if I can just try to remember this for Retaliating Slash, that would be pretty useful. Yeah, meanwhile, Aladdin has, quite frankly, a lot of the stuff you would expect. You know, your standard attacks, limit command, and quite a lot of... It's got once more. Got Jackpot, which is nice. Item boost. Seems, again, kind of in the rogue sort of territory, which makes sense for him. Alright, Donald, you should definitely have Draw equipped. Meanwhile, for Goofy, equipping him with Second Chance would probably be useful at some point, but for now, we'll deal with what we've got. Because we're not using Goofy a whole lot here. Oh, I mean, otherwise Donald definitely tends to turn people away, at least after a point. Mostly because they're like, oh goodness, that noise. And the rage and the rest of that. So yeah, as you're already aware from previous games, there we go, let me finish the sentence. The Fat Bandits can be attacked from the front with magic. But at this point, I think we've all seen how much I tend to just get a little bit more up close and personal. Alright, what have you got to say for us? Funny looking red rock. Well, we can't lock onto it, and... Okay, so how are we going to be able to pick it up? Because they wouldn't give me the ability to do that. Nope. Ruh-roh. Hey, listen, we're about to put it back in the thing. I'm sure that that's okay. Right? Do we have to... Ah, I see. Oh, boy. That wasn't too hard, mostly because it was short. But hey, Donald learned his ice move. Oh, there was a whole nother layer of those things back there? Oh. This could have been much worse, wow. Well, save point, so as well. It's back outward. I thought it was, but it put us so close to it that I was like, well, I feel like I've got to check now. Complete your task within the time allotted. Oh, goodness. Oh, it's just kill enemies in a certain period of time. Okay. That guy out of here. Now, can we do... Yes, we can deal frontal damage to this guy with our shooty command, so that's nice. Neat. That's not so bad at all. Although, I mean, I don't know what I expected, so... I think that the dropping floors thing really is just set up to add a little bit more stress to it, really. And Cave of Wonders map? Yeah. And there's Iago just hanging out. Nope. Yeah, it sends us up, so we don't need to do that yet. You enjoy that 3 minutes between saves? Might be a little silly, but eh. As before, gotta just make sure you've got a save. Save is ready after everything. It's a wonder I can get anywhere in RPGs that'll let me save whenever. Dang, some of these look so big we wouldn't even be able to pick them up.
There, that one should do it.
Like that one, that looks a little hefty. Donald? Oh, see, this guy probably has enough muscle that he could pick it up. Could we hire him to do something for us? Nah, probably not.
Sure looks valuable.
Great. Now let's go get that lamp. We gotta keep Jafar bottled up, or he's gonna destroy Agrabah.
Uh-oh.
Hey! Snap out of it, Donald!
Donald, you made the magic goofy noise. Wait, no, not that goofy noise. Sorry. Clearly I need the stock goofy sound effect to go in here. At cases like that. Whenever I just mention goofy in the middle of Kingdom Hearts. Or use the word goofy as a description. Well, Donald, it's because you've learned a little too much from Scrooge McDuck. Come on, Donald, they're not going to let you star in a game quite as good as DuckTales for the NES. I mean, Maui Mallard was alright if you were playing it on the SNES. Quackshot, I think, was pretty alright, but DuckTales is probably the better game out of any of those options. Oh, this is actually this is kind of a crappy positioning for these guys. Of having them in this triangle position. Yeah, thunder damage is not too amazing, but I wasn't sure if that was actually gonna help. But it was worth a shot, probably. Yeah, now that we're down one of them, there's some actual breathing room for me to attack the others. So
Let's go.
And Donald, no more trying to steal well, maybe we'd have to worry about Abu more. Oh.
Stop your whining and hand it over.
Oh, no. I'm trading it for treasure. This lamp is going to bring me riches.
Ah, yeah, Pete's trying to strong-arm that guy, huh?
Oh, no, you don't know. Get back here, you
But
little...
Pete's level of competency is not very impressive, to say the least. Nice.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Ooh, yeah.
This is it.
They really don't seem to like to let me land a finisher, which, to be fair... Oops, I did not mean to slap my microphone like that, sorry. The edge of my hand caught the edge of the pop filter after I was done scratching an itchy spot on my forehead. Wow. Ah! These fights do be getting nastier. Oh, Donald kicked the bucket, I see. Oh, you'll figure that out eventually, Donald. Hold these enemies over here. Come on. Yeah, so surprisingly, these dudes throwing fireballs don't actually break the market stalls. What? Did they? Maybe it was something else that did it. Whatever. We got the puzzle piece. That's the important part. Go interfere with Pete. Oh yeah, no, he's got an advantage. He's got longer legs. His legs are as long as this dude's entire body, basically. At least from that perspective. So even a bumbling lummox like Pete can do something a little bit.
I win.
Grab that bird. There we go. Yep.
Nice one, Iago.
Way to go.
Look, behind you.
Oh. Well. So much for that.
Nice try, Bird Brain. Just wait till Jafar's free. He's gonna make one beauty of a Heartless.
Oh shit, it's Kurt Zissa from the top rope. Wait. No, that's... There he is, Xanax Homer.
Al, you princely little muffin, you. Cosmic travel can get so lonely without a friend. To think I left you forlorn and genieless. Oh, the humanity! Hey, Al, have you been putting on weight? Al, of course, what am I saying? You're living at the palace now. Aladdin. Jasmine.
Oh, Genie is always really silly.
Picture it. Wait, tell me, am I being a pest? Just a big blue pest? Oh, who cares, Al? I'm just so glad to see you.
Genie.
I'll teach you to make a fool out of me.
Oh, I was hoping that would skip the entire boss fight. Come on. Pete doesn't actually have the constitution to stand up to that much Genie. Oh, I was gonna say, hey, look, it's that thing from Matoya's Relic, but no. Don't. I'd say don't be a clown, but, well, then what would be the point of me streaming? Here, I know a way to round this off. Almost. Yeah, I haven't really been able to do a lot of the reaction commands because I've been in mid-combo like every time they've come up. Oops. They're probably not so good against these guys 1v1 though.
You mess with me for the last time. I'm gonna get
Oh,
you
that's not true. We're definitely gonna mess with Pete like at least 3 more times, right? Surely. I know there's at least 3 more Disney Worlds. There's the one that we didn't go to yet. There's Atlantica, which I guess is all musical stuff, so that might not be as much. And there's the Tron World. Oh yeah, there's Pride Lands too, right? So that's not the one that we skipped out on earlier. Is it? Ah, hell if I remember. Oh, he's not a pigeon. Come on, that's rude. At least get the bird right. Yeesh. Oh, you say that now. Hey, Genie's gonna go find Aladdin's monkey for him, right?
Oh, boo! Catch him!
Oh. Well, they did catch the monkey. I was expecting everybody to just land in a pile on the
He
floor.
must have secretly stolen it from the Cave of Wonders.
Dang, how did they get 2 things out of it? Well,
I guess some things are just hard to resist.
Donald, quit looking at the weird red egg. Well, it's probably just as well you didn't huck it halfway down the field then, Donald. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to lock it. Or would we? Maybe the shards would still coalesce back into a working keyhole or something. I don't know, don't ask me. I'm not that much of an expert in the lore. It do kind of look like the Doctor Who intro inside of those. I mean like the really older era one from like late 70s, early 80s maybe, I'm thinking. Not quite the later ones that were happening when the original run of the series was winding down and they had like Colin Baker and Sylvester McCoy. And definitely not the newer version of it. Ooh, that's way different. Hey, we can summon Genie again. Which, he was surprised, right? Oh, hey, look, Pluto is horribly lost in Cyberpunk Town. I mean, yeah, if I was in Cyberpunk Town, I'd be horribly lost too. Oh, well, surely Axel isn't going to come out of the same portal there. That would be silly, right, Pluto? Also, Pluto is free to travel into the darkness portals. Again, I believe the idea is that, like, those cloaks are supposed to protect you from the fact that those are hazardous.
Don't wait. Act. One of life's little rules. You got it memorized?
Oh boy, I can say very, very
I happen to be an
awful things here because of Axel's voice actor, but I'm going to hold back and let your imagination wander. Yeah, see, I don't even have to say it. It's Quentin Flynn creeping on a teenage girl. Oof. Oh boy. Maybe they can replace him with Kiefer Sutherland too. Wait.
Kyrie. You and I both miss someone we care about. Hey, I feel like we're friends already.
You're not acting very friendly.
And off she goes. I assume that the Dark Portal is going to hurt her, though, because the authorship of this series.
Hey, what is this place?
It's full of watermarks. Otherwise, it just appears to be a psychedelic void.
You okay?
What? You and that dog came flying out of a hole in the wall. You nearly gave us heart attacks.
Oh, they showed up in Twilight Town. Alright. Oh, why not? Oh, right, the other one was Halloween Town. Of course it was. Why wouldn't it be Halloween Town? Of course there's a Halloween Town world. It would be silly if there wasn't.
It's back again.
Yeah? Where's it at? Oh, right, it's just up here. So, I mean, eventually we're gonna have to go there, but I don't think we do yet. Nope, sorry. Noises. Although I'm sure the water bottle noises are a lot anyway, so. Off we go to yet more shmup sections here. One of these eons, I will remember to actually build my own ship. I don't know if I'll do it on stream, because I don't know if that's necessarily all that interesting for me to be like, yes, let me build this ring of guns, but nevertheless, eventually I will use a ship that's not just the default pattern that they keep giving me upgraded versions of. Oh god, I was about to say, oh shit, maybe Curtis is coming in from the top rope, but not quite. This is a ship type we've seen before. It's just that my immediate thought was that because, listen, I remember that guy. I kind of Again, because I've mentioned this before, and I'm sure everybody knows it, that that boss was actually named after a person who won a contest, and I'm like, I hope that kid is actually cool and is having like a decent life, because that is kind of neat. But I don't know, for reasons that should be quite obvious, because, you know, just a regular person. I barely like knowing about my own life, so how do you think I'm going to feel about other random people? Oh, hooray. Link. I need Ultima. That's probably significantly more awkward to use than you would hope from the name. Oh, hey, look, cat. Oh, those rocks seem to be moving a little bit unsmoothly, but it's probably significantly more okay than I think it is. Get out of there, Simba. Oh. Mufasa, no! Get out of there! Get out of there the other way, actually. Trust me on this one. Yeah, I think that's about the appropriate face for... By the way, do you like the fact that this is what they're starting the world on? Is a flashback to probably the most infamous moment in The Lion King. And also just, hey, here's a cat dying. Thanks, guys. Fucking rude. It's alright, once you get past how messed up that is, I think this world is pretty neat. At least from a concept stance. Because...
Hey, check us out.
They're having fun with this, right? Like... They turned everybody into animals. And I think you still play like 99% the same. It's not like Kingdom Hearts 1 Atlantica where you're stuck with the world's chunkiest swimming controls except for the ones in every other game up to that point.
I don't know, Sora. I
get the feeling they might live here.
Don't mind us. Just passing through. We won't be any trouble.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't be silly. We'd love you to stick around for lunch.
We didn't bring anything to eat.
That's not gonna be a problem. Gosh, Sora, I think we're the lunch.
All right, boys, time to bail. Especially you, Donald.
Whoa! Going somewhere?
Man, that Scar's got the worst timing.
Just let him roar.
We better go see what he wants. Sounds like he's grumpy enough already.
Fine.
Is that still Cheech Marin? Or is it just someone doing a surprisingly good impression?
But I'm glad it's over. Everything's harder on 4 legs.
Gotta start practicing.
I found a trick to it. Here, let me show you.
Yeah, there.
Yeah, but see, like, conceptually, this is kind of neat. Of like, hey, you're a cat now. I like that. They definitely at least were having some fun with some of the design stuff in Kingdom Hearts 2. Say whatever else about it, but the developers had ideas. And that is at least worthy of note. Oh yeah, that's right. We didn't get a new weapon from. I think we do later, but that's later. Couple of interesting things. Couple of other interesting things. Probably. Let's save. It's actually been, yeah, almost half hour since we last saved. So an amount of time for sure.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
What?
What do we do?
Yeah, those are definitely, they got the look of it at least.
Stay back.
Ooh, these guys hurt. And there's Donald using every item that he's ever picked up. Okay, good. It looks like we got both of them.
Definitely heartless.
Thank you. You really saved me.
We're just glad you're okay.
Did you see any other Heartless around here?
Heartless? Is that what they're called? I'm not sure if there are any others. I don't usually hunt outside the Pride Lands.
Pride Lands?
Hey, do you know if a guy named Riku is there? Or some bad guys in black hoods? Or maybe this really big bully named Pete? Oh well,
Oh.
we might as well go take a look anyway.
We got no leads.
Wait,
this is as close
the
as we got.
Pride Lands are dangerous. Scar and the hyenas have made things unbearable for everyone. There's no food left. They've driven off the prey. We're about to starve.
We can handle a little danger. You just saw us beat those Heartless, didn't you?
Yeah, but we almost got
guess
murdered
you're
a couple
right.
times, so...
You could be just what the kingdom needs. Maybe you can help us.
You
I
mean
think
take
we're
on this Scar guy and all those hyenas?
I think we're starting to hit the point where I need
Took
more
over
equipment.
when our last king, Mufasa, died.
So you're saying this guy's your king? You want us to take down your king? Wait just a minute. We can't just go around knocking kings off their thrones. Then again, if they see that I'm stronger than their king, maybe they'll ask me to be their next king.
Sora, quit thinking
I'd
about
have
that.
to refuse, of course. Still, I'd like to see the Pride Lands, so you guys don't mind lending them a paw, do you?
There it goes again.
Dang it,
He's
Sora.
gonna go on ahead and tell the other lionesses. We're supposed to meet her at a place called Pride Rock.
Oh, I like that. I like that Goofy is doing that spin thing. He's moving around. Do you think that he could fly if he started like emitting jets out of there and kept spinning while he was doing it, like the Adamantoise mount in 14? Oh. What do you mean that's really silly? I mean, it is, but... Also, I mean, we've seen this already, but damn, you move fast in this form. Like, this is actually kind of fun to do. Fun to play as. Ah, come on. Sora, jump at the edge of the... Dang. If I'm gonna get that, that's gonna be a little tough, actually, I think. I don't think I can get that right now. I would need more, like, high jumps or something. Or somebody to give me a lift. Although, what kind of cat can't jump that good? Well, apparently this one. Never mind, my question has been answered already for me. Okay, so far these enemies are not actually that bad yet. It was just those... It was just that, like, mini-boss that was that brutal. Oh, wrong way. Just head check, though. Yes, if I could get that off of the minimap, would be a very good. But thank you anyway, game. Oh, everyone's asleep. It sounds like food is scarce, so I don't blame them. At least they had the decency to not eat Rafiki. He's giving you a good look over here. Come on. There's a lot of cats in the world, buddy. He's got to make sure. And especially those ones all have the same model, so it's probably not unusual for him to be like, yeah, I've seen this exact feline before.
I told Rafiki you might be able to help us force Scar and the hyenas out of the Pride Lands. But he says it won't work. You see, whoever saves the Pride Lands will be our next king. And he has to have the right qualities.
Meaning?
Well, I think she means you're not cut out for the job, Sora.
You're too young to be a king,
I'm sorry
Sora.
you came all this way.
Hey, no, it's okay.
You better go before Scar finds out you're here. I'm really sorry.
Okay.
Area map? Yeah, there we go. That'll help, because now I'll actually be able to see where I'm going. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, that was dumb. I probably could have picked that up if I had not done that. Keep doing that. There we go. Finally managed to not screw it up. After making the same stupid mistake 3 times. For the 3rd time, it wasn't a mistake. Ha ha ha! That's how we'll make sure we do it. Anyway. I will be right back, everybody. Hey, I'm not done yet. It was just oh, oops. As I clicked the wrong thing again. Still here? I just got up for a minute, that's all. Here's... That's right, we're gonna skedaddle. Is there any difference between... Oh yeah, this is a different location entirely, so... To say, is this somewhere I don't need to be yet, I guess? Yeah. Alright, let's get back to it. Oh yeah, here comes these goofuses. Well.
Hey, a snack?
Snack? Nah. We got us a 3-course meal.
We don't fight him yet.
Here comes Scar, the king.
Oh, there's...
And Pete.
There's Pete looking like, not like himself. Of course he's transformed, it makes sense. I guess he does sort of look like kind of a very goofy fat lion, but...
My back.
What are you doing here?
Oh, the cute little kitty's worried about me. If I were you, I'd be more worried about my friends.
Oh, turn your back on him, you
Go on,
doofus.
ladies. You've got some hunting to do.
The herds have moved on, Scar. We can't hunt in a land with no prey.
No prey. Then what do you call this?
We're not prey.
Oh, nice and fresh, too.
Well, they're all yours, Scar.
I don't know if these mouth movements are necessarily all that. These.
Oh,
Run! Follow me.
Did we get her name earlier? He ran off somewhere. He got lost. Yes, that sounds like a great place to hang out, is Wildebeest Valley. I'm sure that's a safe location where nothing bad could possibly happen. Although this is not necessarily looking like a safe place where nothing bad could ever happen either, so...
Hey, why the long face, Simba? You gotta lighten up and live a little. Yeah.
What were you thinking about?
Let me guess. The past, right?
Dead father. I mean,
Hakuna Matata.
probably would, wouldn't you? I don't know, I feel like...
So look how he's grown, Pumbaa. Why, when I rescued the little guy, he was only this big.
I feel like maybe responding to Simba being depressed about his dead father by being like, who fucking cares about the past, seems a little bit callous.
Whoa.
Wow! What's wrong?
We're never gonna make it.
I guess Rafiki was right.
It's a hell of a jump we gotta make.
Never mind, it's not important. Here, I'll show you how. You can do it.
Your experienced cats don't do... Wow, you mean the people who built this game have never owned a cat? Wait. We gained the dash ability. Alright. So that's just... This is auto-equipped. Yeah, as long as we're holding square, move even faster, which is... maybe a little bit maniacal for our taste here. That seems a little hard to control. Like this already, you kind of have minor issues with control, I would say. But that seems like a special kind of insanely hard to... Oh god, look at that skid. Ooh. Actually, isn't that how your smallest cat kept crashing into everything? You just start running and then just start sliding on the floor.
Yeah.
Just expecting everything to be a fake collapsible wall. She's just expecting to roadrunner through any single object, and then it turns out she's actually Wile E. Coyote. Wait. Actually, I do kind of want to do something real quick if possible and go into... see if we can complete any of these puzzles. I don't know where we would be able to do that, but... Useless pieces. Yeah, see, this definitely doesn't look... Because, yeah, there's... It's not a complete set, nor is that. I mean, listen, it was worth taking a look, as we've gotten quite a few of these. I mean, it definitely looks the part, but, like... It somehow is not. It's rather odd. Especially, like, it's not your average Jigsaw kind of situation where they have shaped edges. They're just all squares, so it kind of looks, well... Rafiki is not, like, singing, which is... thing I vaguely remember, but... Oh yeah, guess what, guys? Simba is out there somewhere.
King Mufasa died. We were told that Simba died alongside him.
Who told you that?
Scar.
It is time.
It must be Simba. Sora, hurry!
Wait up!
Hang on, short legs, you know? Wait. What? Where the hell am I? Ooh, what? We got this set up again. I don't know, I think using the name Grand Cross in a situation like that. Listen, that is a phrase that has a meaning. And a shape associated with it, too. Oh, those guys are worth a ton of experience. Which is great because as long as you manage to start the fight well enough, they're pretty easy. Oh, back up there. That one was worth a lot less. Well, I guess they're probably different enemies. They just both sort of look very similar. Yeah, you remember these things more or less, Simba, right? You remember Heartless anyway? Oh yeah, they're the fuck out of there.
It's me, Sora. Donald and Goofy are here too.
Sora, Donald, Goofy.
Wow, you guys look completely different. See, it's a big cat eventually.
What happened to you?
Help, Simba! Help! She's gonna eat us!
Timon! Pumbaa! Something must have happened in the jungle. I have to go help my friends.
Oh, it's just, they're like, oh, hey, prey animals. They don't know that you guys know each other. Severe jungle area map. Oasis map. I guess that's fair enough. So yeah, this is sort of the capstone, is it? Area. Hey, we got more Winnie the Pooh pages. I haven't done anything with that yet. I will at some point, and I really should, because completing the 100 Acre Wood gives you a Keyblade that gives you more experience, if I recall correctly. Like, it doesn't give you any extra attack for your weapon, which is quite significant, but it gives you the extra experience, which is nice. As I said before, I remember beating Zaldin and possibly some other bosses with it equipped, like major story bosses, so it was like, which was a bit of a challenge, because then you're taking those that much of a disadvantage. All right. Moogle, what do you got for us? And over all this stuff. Hey, we got a defense boost. Neat. And over the Serenity Stone, get the magic boost. All right, so what's our gear that we've got available here? Because definitely I'll buy new weapons for the 2 goobers. But there's no new accessories here. Alright, let's take a quick save here. Now that we've broken the 12-hour mark. Hey, hold up, I know those ones.
It's Nala! Don't you recognize her?
Ah, he's busy.
Nala? It's me, Simba.
Simba! You are alive!
Strangely enough, yes, he is. I don't know that's that strange.
Hey, what's going on here?
Don't worry. They're all friends of mine.
So that means nobody's planning to eat anybody else for lunch, right?
Mitzi's adoption name was Nala. That person is
We
whoever.
But you are a pig, right?
Call me Mr. Pig.
Whoever named that cat, nerd. Wait, I mean, rude, but listen.
Could you guys excuse us for a few minutes?
Why am I not surprised?
Oh, they're gonna go do. Oh, no, I'm kidding.
Simba,
Anyway,
you've got to come back to Pride Rock. I thought Sora might be able to help.
I mean, I feel like
Save us from Scar.
what I can say primarily is
Why?
I would, it would be more interesting if you had people who were like,
It's something I learned out here. Sometimes bad things happen, and there's nothing you can do about it.
like, you ever see those people who post about their, cats at adoption places and shelters, etc., with very, very goofy names?
Hakuna
Matata!
And see, they're not doing a whole musical number out of this.
I remember something about Hakuna Matata.
Nobody in this voiceover crew has any rhythm. I mean, come on, Simba. We gotta do this because it's what's right. Scar sucks. Come on.
My father's dead, and it's because of me. It's my fault. I can't go back. It won't change anything.
This voice is not a great choice, in my opinion, for
the great kings of the
for Simba. It's like
look down on us from those stars. So whenever you just remember that those kings will always.
It's hard for me to place exactly like it sounds.
Father, are you there?
It sounds familiar in a certain way. This voice is, but yeah, no. A lot of the Disney voice acting is shockingly underwhelming in this game, which I think is a bit of a surprise, especially when you consider that one of the much touted things about the first game. Well, first of all, I think the voice acting in general in the first game was much better. But second of all, that a big part of the first game is like, oh yeah, they got a lot of the original voices back.
You can all come out
basically, except for people who were dead.
I'm going back to face my past.
But here, a lot of them are just like,
he really is a king.
Really, really awful. Like, okay, it sounds, the hyenas at least, you know, sound like Whoopi and Cheech Marin, but this adult Simba voice, like, okay, I admit I haven't seen The Lion King since, like, I was probably in the single-digit ages. Except for one time in university where, for some, like, media literacy class, that they played the Be Prepared song. And I do not remember the full context of why that was done, so do not ask. I cannot give you a satisfying answer. Anywho, I don't know if it sounds anything like adult Simba or not, but it's just, it sounds... Yeah, I know, right? Who could imagine? But yeah, my point is that Simba in this just sounds like not good, is all I can say there. Like, jeez. So is this thing actually good? Yeah, okay, so this is... It's got a 4-1 stat line and MP haste. That's actually much better than what we had before. That's a perfectly solid weapon, all considered. Now let's save so we don't have to rewatch cutscenes.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I do need to do that. Oh yeah, I forgot entirely about a limit, which I'm surprised they just immediately was like, hey, by the way. So I guess, hey, that's what that looks like. When used against nothing. I didn't do the one for Aladdin at all, I don't think, so... I guess, Rip, you probably didn't miss much. But, oh man, this one is called Wildcat, and that's a pun. Hey, Simba, are you sure you want to be in a place called this? Energy crystal's a nice drop, by the way. We're getting into some actually decent level item drops from some of these dudes, I think. Although even then, there's still quite a few things that we don't have yet. And to be fair, these guys hit like trucks, so I'd be a little disappointed if they didn't give us good items.
Wait a minute, we're gonna fight your uncle for this?
Yes, Timon. This is my home.
Hey, now, we haven't even crossed the path yet. He's hallucinating. I mean, no, they just skipped across, I guess.
The choice is yours, Scar. Either step down or fight.
Must this all end in violence? I'd hate to be responsible for the death of a family member, Simba.
I've put the past behind me.
But what about your faithful subjects? Have they?
Simba, what's he talking about?
Go on. Tell them who's responsible for Mufasa's death.
Oh, you mean you?
He admits it, murderer. If it weren't for you, Mufasa would still be alive. Do you deny it?
No, but it was an accident.
You're in trouble again. But this time, Daddy isn't here to save you. And now everyone knows why.
Like, literally no?
I think I've seen this before. Oh, yes. I remember. This is just the way your father looked before he died. Here's my little secret.
I killed Mufasa.
You're not even whispering, champ.
Murderer! Tell them the truth!
All right, all right. I did it.
Louder!
I killed Mufasa.
Do you think the hyenas would have eaten Scar's face eventually? Wait.
Excuse me, pardon me, coming through.
Well, hey. Start to the strategy.
Yeah.
Alright, so before we go into Scar's den there, we should probably save up real quick. Because there's a save point over here.
Can we be friends? No!
Alright, so we're back into a style of things that we saw in a couple of earlier worlds. Sort of reminiscent specifically of some things from the Hercules world. Where we've got an HP meter for somebody to keep alive. Yeah, no, they didn't include like all the all the fun scenes. You know, classic Kingdom Hearts, they pare the worlds down a little bit, and we don't get a ton of like fun backstory scenes there. Just, you know, they don't want to give us hours of cutscenes, I guess, except for when it focuses on Tetsuya Nomura's OC Do Not Steals. OCs Do Not Steal. Fuck, I don't know, man.
He went up there.
You know, when Vexen is over there mispronouncing Luxord, they'll give you like an hour and a half, you know, a fucking Metal Gear Solid 4 the movie length cutscene there. Like I said, I think Nomura really wants to be Kojima in some respects. In other respects, he doesn't fucking understand what that entails, but also, again, wouldn't be the only developer of the early aughts, late 90s who was struck by the fact that Kojima actually kind of was a good director for a period. Anyway, Scar's voice isn't hot enough. This is bullshit.
This is his fight, Donald.
They say fight as they just sort of walk around in circles and look at each other. Oh, hey, do you want some very bad looking slow motion? It blurs up so much when they're like, and I mean, I guess fair enough, but like, someone who's seen like regular slow motion camera footage, it's just like, oh, looks like balls, man. It's some direction. There was also like no Foley whatsoever.
That's what you think.
Also, Pete truly is like the least interesting taunts man anyone's ever encountered. But
I'm here. Take this.
the pain sounds that he makes are fucking hilarious, by the way. Like, it's so bad. See, clearly what like VA directors need to do is they need to hire a guy for situations like this who can just punch a dude in the gut in the middle of voiceover work. Again, you know, with informed consent, so we're not talking about, we're not giving Randy Pitchford a job here, all right? So, you know, somebody who can just help them get decently realistic pained noises out of them. You know, again, one of the many things that Randy Pitchford will never live down. Between that, the flash drive that he left at Medieval Times, saying that Sterling had a hard-on for him because of their relentless criticism of the incredibly awful Aliens Colonial Marines, and now his response to $80 Borderlands 4. A game that you couldn't get me to play even if you paid me $80. And I'm not talking about, you know, just for the price of the game itself. Which means that you're already at $160 you're spending on me to not fucking play it. You could put that money towards getting me a Pyramid computer case. Right? The ones I've seen are like $400. That'd get you like a third of the way there. I can't tell if this is a bid or not anymore. There's something special, all right. Wow, Sora with the prehensile tail on his lion cub. That's...
Hey, what's with the light show?
That seems like a load of shit to me, but...
I'll go tell Simba. Oh, he's probably busy. Just tell him we'll be back soon.
Oh, that's right. He's king now. He's gonna be so busy, he'll probably forget about his two best buddies.
Well, you always got Hakuna Matata, right?
Guess so.
What do you mean, guess so? And what if he forgets to tell the carnivores who we are? One look at you, and you're a pig roast!
That's Mr. Pig Roast.
Same thing! And I'm not sticking around to be anybody's pork dinner!
That Pumbaa voice, like... Again...
You can never forget your true buddies.
I don't remember 100% what a lot of the voices sounded like in Lion King, but... Good lord, Pumbaa's voice actor has been, like... I'm just thinking, like, smoking an infinite amount of cigarettes, like, I don't know, at least 2 Solid Snakes worth of cigarettes a day for the past 20 years, judging by that. I mean, it probably works, but, like, yeah, I mean, it sounds a lot more extreme is what I suppose I intend to get at when I'm, you know, in between being rude. But yeah, no, the adult Simba is garbage. Oh boy. Anyway, we got a couple of 100 Acre Wood pages. I'm gonna go and shove those into the book at Hollow Bastion. Oh hey, here's the Swears a Lot Sid. Oh, you've got nothing special to say to me. Okay. Well. It's a book. Sitting here looking for examinable objects that look like a book. It's a different book entirely. There we go. Okay, because it has a special command. I mean, yeah, it is a lot of cigarettes, isn't it? So... Do we have all the locations that we got added in here? I don't think so. Let's double check our items, I guess. Well, we've got stuff to hand over to the Moogle first. Well, second, but... Yeah. Oh, I might have to actually progress through before that can happen. So we'll do that later. But first of all, I'm gonna go and should be a Moogle over in the shopping district, right? At least we can hand in our synth items and be like, wow, didn't gain anything new. Oh yeah, defense boost, that's nice. As I proceed to, like, not use it on anybody. Listen, I have, like, the same kind of hang-ups related to stat items that anybody else does, so... Neat. But yeah, so you have a higher... I have a higher level of high jump when I'm in Valor form. Let's see if that will get us up here. Yes! Excellent. Okay, they've got items, but they're mostly a little bit old. I mean, really. Our accessories are mostly a little out of date, aren't they? Wedge, you've got an actually pretty decent amount of stuff here. So I guess what's everybody's armor slot situation look like? Oh, between the entire party, there's 7. Okay, so... At bare minimum, we can go in here and we can buy 2 Aegis chains for Sora, and then he can be armored up. And we can feed the extra boss chains to whoever needs item slots filled. There we go. Okay, now let's go save and then continue this next time. Unless we can get up there, which I don't think we can. That seems a little bit outside of my A grade. But I guess it depends very heavily on where we work from. Oh no, that's actually quite easy, because we can just go from here. Or am I gonna have to do actual platforming for this? Oh, buddy. I mean, it would help if if I could time pressing the circle button properly to make sure I actually do it before I jump down or walk off a ledge or anything. Just no, I'm bad at video games. Wow. Wow. As someone in the audience just like, you're doing it wrong, hand me the controller. Which maybe, but I don't know if you say it that way. trying to stand on the flat part of that flat part of the roof there, but the location may not be interested in letting me do that, so I may have to come back with glide or something. Yeah, no, that's like a solid and kind of rounded part, I think. I can't get on top of. So this is gonna have to be a thing for next time, I think. Or to, whatever, look at in the future. However, we can at least finish this. We have all the puzzle pieces, so we can order them correctly, and I can just kind of go, Oh, wow, that gave me an AP boost. I mean, that's semi-useful? This wasn't a complete waste of my time. I've got plenty of these things. I should actually use them. But it is a little bit like, oh, that's what you're giving me? That's all? Well, okay. But hey, we managed to finish one of the puzzles. That's interesting, I guess.